Welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo Up, a podcast where we talk about pop music. I'm Andy Robinson.
I'm James Cook.
Happy Christmas, by the way.
Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays to everyone.
And if you don't like Christmas, well, that's fine too, isn't it?
Yeah.
We usually...
Yeah, we're a broad church.
Yeah.
We can't afford to be.
We can't afford to be anything, can we? In fact, we can't afford anything. Thank you very much for maybe listening to our page. Since we're talking about Patreon this Christmas, at this seasonal time of year, what do we usually do in our Patreon episodes, James?
Well, in our regular episodes, we talk about randomly chosen UK top 10 singles charts from the past. And then in our bonus tracks, we pick songs from outside of the top 10 that never get to be in the top 10, which are just songs that we would never get a chance to talk about otherwise.
And we thought, as a special Christmas gift to you, we're just going to chuck out some... We're recycling this Christmas, put it that way.
Yeah.
But often, our Patreon episodes, off the beaten track, songs that never made the top 10, can come up with more interesting stuff sometimes. Yeah, James?
Yeah, sometimes it's big songs that you're surprised never made the top 10, and sometimes it's little obscure things that have got some weird stories behind it, and sometimes it's just me and Andy mucking about.
As one of the artists in this upcoming episode asks, where do you want me to put it? And we're going to put it in this episode, aren't we?
That's right. We're going to put out 4 episodes of the best of the bonus tracks, so you can have a little taste of what goes on behind the Patreon paywall.
As always, you can listen to the songs we are prattling on about in our Spotify and YouTube playlists. I always like to give people a push towards those songs, don't we? Otherwise, we'd have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, the links are in the description. Just have a click and you can have a listen or watch to your heart's content.
I see no reason to hang around this Christmas time, James. Hey, let's get into it.
Up 8 to a peak of 15. It's their biggest hit. It's the Voice of the Beehive with Don't Call Me Baby.
Yes, I was delighted you put this on the playlist. Now, in our Patreon content, sometimes, James, there's a little competition between me and you, isn't there, about who picks the best records.
No.
You saying?
In your head there is, not in mine.
I think it's a fun element to bring into it. And you always have a first go, don't you? When you send me the playlist, James has always nabbed 3 records and I get scrape around for another 3. Don't Call Me Baby by Voice of the Beehive. What a joy.
I love everything about it. Literally everything about it I think is amazing. I've been listening to it so much this week.
What did it remind you of? It reminds me a little bit of, let's call it the Kirsty MacColl school of songwriting. It's got that kind of evergreen, classic, perennial quality, hasn't it?
It's defiant.
Yes, let's talk about the lyrical conceit.
It's mature. It's someone sticking up for themselves.
Yeah.
Pointing out that the person they're with has been philandering and is like, I'm not going to put up with it anymore.
Here's a little bit of a pop quiz I'm going to spring on you, James. Who else had a top 10 record, I'm guessing, with a song called Don't Call Me Baby?
Would that be Madison Avenue?
It would. Another great song. But we're not talking about this one. We're talking about Voice of the Beehive.
Yeah, that's the one that comes up when you Google this one. Because it was a much bigger hit. I think it was a number 1, that one.
Like you say, it's so joyous, isn't it? For Patreon, I'm going to do it. Yeah, there it is indeed. You said forever, and then you went and changed your plan. Lovely. Understand that. So little 3-quarter. But my favourite bit, I'm singing, I wonder we are walking and fighting and asking for favours. Lovely. Meaning the midnight, avoiding all the neighbours and all that.
I think the avoiding all the neighbours line might be one of my favourite lines in all of pop music.
Yeah.
Avoiding all the neighbours. It's so great.
Lands good, doesn't it? What I like about it, especially in that bit, you might expect it to go, we could be walking and fighting chord and asking for favours. But they don't. Instead of that chord, what they do is asking and asking and asking. That little chord, it's a flattened 7th of the scale. Does a great bit of heavy lifting.
Wonderful. Love the guitar solo.
Yeah, great guitar solo. Again, I didn't slag off Tiffany's guitar solo, and I saw her standing there, because I saw him standing there, my apologies. But I forgot about that. Probably one of the worst guitar solos I've ever heard in my life, Tiffany's guitar player. So it's nice to hear on the Voice of the Beehive that they rectify that musical predicament.
They've got a touch of madness, haven't they?
I was watching the video... And, all right then, I thought, blimey, that drummer looks like the drummer from Madness. Is that right?
It is.
Yeah. Is it his band or something?
Daniel Woody Woodgate. He was kind of behind it, yeah. The sisters who front the band are Tracy Bryn and Melissa Brooke Belland.
Are they familial?
Yep.
Okay, I never knew that.
Daughters of Bruce Belland from the Four Preps.
Oh, really?
Do you know who they are?
I was a big man yesterday. That song. I was a big man yesterday.
I
Four
don't
Preps.
know.
The Four
Yeah.
Preps.
I thought that would be a band that you'd know.
I mean, that was a big hit in the late 50s, early 60s. I suppose it's feasible. Hey, email us in to shoobypodcast@gmail.com if you do know what the Four Preps sang. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Now, they were American, so I doubt it highly.
Well, the two girls are American.
Really?
Yeah, they're from California.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yes. Why are they called Voice of the Beehive?
Do not know.
Well, Melissa, of course,
Yeah.
is Greek for honeybee.
Really?
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also evokes beehive hairdos, 1950s style in it.
There's a key change in it, which, the top 10 was sorely lacking, apart from Kylie Minogue's little brief dalliance into one.
There's an Elvis connection to this song.
Go on.
Apparently, inspiration for the title for this song comes from a line of dialogue that Anne Margaret says to Elvis Presley in Viva Las Vegas.
She says, "Don't call me baby."
Yeah,
All right,
apparently
great.
so. I have not gone back and checked, but that's the story.
Yeah.
And this was an attempt to write a teenage anthem with self-esteem.
Yeah.
Not the singer self-esteem.
I mean, they look cool, the sisters, as I've just learned in this. Again, we're a long way from Sabrina's representation of femininity. Not that I'm shaming Sabrina. Thank you for your contribution to pop music.
Tracy Bryn wrote this song about an ex who borrowed her car so he could take out another girl. So all the stuff about she's waiting in the car, avoiding all the neighbours and all of that, that's all from there.
I mean, what another great in the verse. I think she's pretty, and I think that you have done quite well.
Yeah, I love that damning with faint praise. It's wonderful. I think you've done quite well. We should use that more in real life. So Tracy Bryn said she got her big break in the music industry when a boyfriend of hers sent a demo tape to Food Records, but they accidentally played the wrong side of the cassette, which featured one of her tracks instead.
Okay.
And they went, "Oh, we like that." And they got in touch with her.
These are the moments of fate and chance that can turn around someone's career in the world of pop music.
Yep, and that relationship ended. It's produced by Peter Collins, who also produced Pass the Dutchie
Really?
and The Riddle by
Nick Kershaw?
Yeah, among
Okay.
many, many others. And it's just so good. It's such a brilliant pop record.
Yes.
Only gets to number 15. Come on, 1988. I would have been convinced that this was a top 10 hit.
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like this is played on the radio now and again. For a number 15 song from 1988, it still lurks around, doesn't it?
And it's got that somewhere in my heart vibe of convertible, sunny day, driving around.
Absolutely.
Great. Or cycling, if you want to be ecologically correct.
Yeah.
Do people cycle and listen to music? When I was a kid, probably about this time, late 80s, I had a bike, and for Christmas, I think, I got bought a radio for my bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you strap it to the handlebars, and then you tune it in to Radio 1, in my case, and then you ride around listening to Radio 1. And I can only imagine now how annoying I must have been to everyone who lived around where I did.
Yes, I mean, what a G you were, as I say. But, I'll catch a bus and people are playing the bleeding music on the phone all the time, aren't they? So you were all right, James. At least you were whizzing past in a second.
Yeah.
With your noise pollution.
Listening to Simon Bates.
Do you remember Simon Bates when he did the little precursor to, let's call it a video, and if it was a rating, what would he say? He'd say some mad stuff.
The video you have chosen is rated 15, which means it may contain sexual swear words.
Sexual swear words.
Do you remember how he said sexual?
Yes, it was peculiar.
Seksual.
Well, like I say, sex is in there behind this song, isn't it? It's a song of not jealousy so much. They're not tormented, are they? There's a resigned, go and fuck yourself, mate, element to it, which I always approve of.
She's not whining. She's not moaning. She's standing up for herself, and she's like, "You, mate, do one.
Do one.
Not crying over you nonsense."
Bearing in mind some of the records we've talked about in the top 10, I wish this had been in there, but here we are in our Patreon universe, James, discussing the beauty of this magical song. Again, that chord I like so much. We discussed it last week, James, only in our Patreon content of the, let's call it the dominant chord, the 5 chord. We did it with Shed 7 last week with She Left Me on a Friday and Ruined My Weekend.
That wasn't last week. I know you listened to that last week, but in the time this goes out, it'll be like 2 months ago.
Okay, so 2 months ago, we were talking about the majesty of the dominant chord, wasn't it? So there's a diff. You can read. Meeting at midnight and avoiding all the neighbours. Time is a distance that you can't retrace by miles. If I see you again, I'd smile. That chord, that's the vibe. Where's that going? Don't call me gravy. You know, beautiful. Classic bit of songwriting technique. The suspension, the anticipation of getting back to home.
Down 6 to number 25. Having peaked at number 16, it's Why Did You Do It by Stretch.
Is this the greatest song of all time that you were alluding to? Surely it must be, James, because of my reaction to it.
It is the greatest song of all time.
Great.
I'm pretty convinced. I've listened to this song so much this week.
I've given it a hammering this week, so much so that when I was putting Spotify on, it was saying, I bet you like...
You like Stretch.
Yeah.
But well done, Spotify. I've been playing it all week.
And I listened to other Stretch songs. It got me... again, it's a lifetime process, isn't it? But none of them, the immediacy of this song is great, this record.
This song's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is this song not number 2 to Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's the way the pop universe works sometimes. We do it often, James, in these bonus tracks. I'm thinking, why doesn't everybody know this song?
Here's the thing. Sometimes when we're doing this podcast, there'll be a song that I really get into and I'll listen to it too much. And it just sends me slightly over. Like, Don't Call Me Baby, Voice of the Beehive. The first half of that week we did that song. I listened to it loads and I was like, this is amazing. And then I listened to it like one too many times and I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with it now.
Can happen. It'll come back though later in life.
That has not happened with Stretch and Why Did You Do It? It's just
his voice is great. I've been thinking, what you done to me?
It's a blues funk song. It feels very sort of stripped back.
Yeah. I'm just getting a guitar for something.
Drums, guitar, bass, some horns, and a guy who sings like this.
I've been thinking about what you done to me. That kind of thing, is it? Now, like the chorus. Why did you do it? Why did you do that thing to me? That kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. Well done, you've spoiled it.
Reminded me of a Happy Monday song. Did they interpolate it for that chorus? They've got a song that goes, why did you do it for...
You nigga know what you know.
Yeah, that one. Made me think
Loose Fit.
Made me think they might have borrowed it. But how we did Loose Fit were no other bonus tracks. So there's that going on. I particularly like the line, ostensibly, it's all about some woman's treated him bad.
Yeah, he's had it done across him.
Yeah, and I particularly like the line, the only one who knows the truth is him, me and you. The only one is all three of us. That's a good bit of playfulness, isn't it?
What's the best bit of the song?
1, 2.
Yes, it is. It's the where
let's do it. Let's explain it. If
goes back. Doesn't it strip down to the drums? Is it?
Yeah. So it goes. Well, why did you do that thing to me? Whatever the rhythm is. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, lovely.
It's so fucking cool.
Yes, I agree. It's on my. I put it on my favourites playlist this week because it's such a groover, such a mover.
I have decided that when I die, it's going to be all 3 songs at my funeral.
Just one after the other.
Just for a laugh.
Yeah. No one knows what. Did you watch the video?
I've watched the video of Stretch performing it. Yeah.
As you'd expect, a performance video. But underneath, James, when I was looking at it, it had a little YouTube suggested the story behind this song. Do you know it?
I know it, yeah.
Go on.
Well, do you know it?
Yeah, watch the
video.
video.
Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I didn't know there was a video about the story behind it.
Yeah. And there was one about Greg Lake that I didn't watch because I didn't want to spoil it. It was something to do with Fleetwood Mac, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That who was it?
Their manager.
Yeah.
The Fleetwood Mac manager, Clifford Davis. And also Mick Fleetwood, apparently.
That's right, yeah. There's something about Mick Fleetwood asked them to join Fleetwood Mac, if I've got the story right. I feel you know better.
I don't know. I didn't watch the video, so I've just read some stuff online.
All right, then. So they were saying that Mick Fleetwood asked them to join Fleetwood Mac, and then he didn't, and then he slagged people off for trying to join Fleetwood Mac. And Stretch, the two of them, felt aggrieved and hurt that their reputation, they said it sort of messed their career up. They were dragged into this thing about pretending to be Fleetwood Mac, even though they had no intention, and Mick Fleetwood had asked them. And there was such an air of hurt about it. And the bloke who wrote the song, the guitar player, sorry, I forgot his name. That's bad, actually.
Graham Gregory.
Thank you, James. And he's saying he wrote this song from an autobiographical place of hurt. So the The only one who, him, you and me, is actually referring to Fleetwood Mac. That's what the song's about. It's not a song of she done me wrong, because that made it more interesting. Not that you have to know that to enjoy it, but we are on a podcast talking extra facts, so why not chuck that in?
The story I read was that, which was pretty much that, was that Fleetwood Mac were getting in some session musicians to basically be Fleetwood Mac at some gigs they said they do that they can't do.
That's it.
So they got these guys in to do it, and then that all fell apart. Everyone went, that's not Fleetwood Mac. And it was a whole thing. And Mick Fleetwood went, oh, nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What they might call a cunt's trick. I felt for him a little bit. I mean, the way they were, these two older men in a silly little room with, lighting being recorded, talking about the song. The hurt was palpable in them still, actually.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But from that, this incredible piece of art comes.
Absolutely.
It is such a good song. It's one of those things. How am I going to put this? Because it's not an overcomplicated song, is it?
No.
It's really not. But it's when a band does the simple things really well.
Yep.
It just sounds amazing. I've absolutely loved it this week, and I listened to it over and over and over and over again.
Me too. I would like to thank you for putting it on the bonus tracks edition. I mean,
Well, the reason I put it on was because I recognised it, because it's in a movie.
Oh, go on.
It's in the movie Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Is it?
Very, very briefly.
Okay.
I've been thinking about the things you did.
Maybe
Just that bit.
Maybe that's where I knew it from. I felt it was a Happy Mondays thing that I knew it from. I mean, I have watched Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Which is a really great film.
Yeah.
And I'm not much of a fan of Guy Ritchie's other output, but
No.
Lock, Stock is such a funny, tightly plotted, bonkers movie.
I agree, with a great soundtrack, hence Stretch appearing on it, even if only briefly.
So I heard it on that, and I was like, oh, that's on Lock, Stock. So that's why I put it on, and then this week I've just hammered it.
Nip over to Spotify or the YouTube playlist and, give your ears a treat.
Down 5 places to number 31 from its peak of 26. Now, do bear in mind, this song only gets to number 26 in the charts, which I'm not happy about.
I would imagine. I've never heard of it. What would be such a lowly chart entry?
It's Nowhere to Run by Martha and the Vandellas.
Oh, I have heard of it, as it turns out.
Oh my God, what an absolute banger this tune is.
Yeah.
When I DJ'd, I played this all the time.
Did ya?
Like live DJ, not on the radio. They wouldn't let me play it on the radio, but live you can put this on and people dance to it.
It's a little groover, there's no denying. That is very much almost, I'm going to say, the joy and the raison d'etre of this record, despite all its other complexities.
Yeah, Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Hide, From My Love. Slightly stalkerish vibes.
Yes, I mean, some great lines in it. It's about the nature of having nowhere to hide. How we should mention it. A lot of Vietnam veterans on YouTube, would you believe, were saying, I listened to this record a lot when they were in the shit.
Well, it features in the movie Good Morning Vietnam. Also, let's get into this now. So, Motown record, written by Holland Dozier Holland. The Funk Brothers are playing on it.
Yes.
That's very much the dream team, isn't it?
Let's do it. On YouTube, someone very kindly gave me a little description. Martha Reeves, lead vocals. Rosalind Ashford and Betty Kelly on backing vocals. Or being the Vandellas, maybe.
Yep. Former Velvet Betty Kelly.
Oh, really? Like a needle in a haystack. Benny Benjamin's on the drums. James Jameson, of course, on the bass. Earl Van Dyke on piano. Jack Ashford on percussion. Robert White and Eddie Willis on guitars. And Ivory Joe Hunter, what's he playing on this record?
Is it the unusual bit of percussion that's on this record? Yeah, it's a snow chain from a tyre.
It's a snow chain from a tyre.
I didn't know that until this week. And then you listen to it, and it's all the way through. Just someone going, shh.
I recognise the noise on it, but I never knew it was a snow-tied chain. Pretty good. Well done, Ivory Joe Hunter, for adding that bit of, let's call it, esoteric percussion. Jameson, do you know this story about
James. Yeah.
James Jameson, I'm telling you, he had a thing where he never changed the strings on his bass guitar. They were dirty, they were smelly, they were full of, let's call it the finger dirt. And he never changed them because he said that's where the funk was, in the dirt and the grit. And it is a dirty, gritty record, isn't it, I think?
You mentioned the Vietnam vets. Lamont Dozier said that an element of this song was inspired by an encounter he had with a teenager who was on his way to Vietnam. He said his friends asked if I would throw a party for him at my house because he was being shipped out. So this is when, this is the draft.
Yeah.
They were taking teenage boys and sending them off to war. We had a party, but he was very solemn, just sitting with his girlfriend. He had a premonition that he wouldn't be coming back. I told him to be positive, but he was adamant. I found myself thinking about how he was feeling trapped. He had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
Sure enough, 2 months later, they shipped his body back. He was only 19.
No, 19, James.
So there's a sadness behind part of this song, and a sadness that is because it was 1965 and because the draft was going on.
Okay, yeah.
In Vietnam, and it does make you hear it slightly differently.
It certainly does. But at its heart, it's not mentioning, it's not Creedence Clearwater, Fortunate Son or something. There's not necessarily cries of war in there. It's a love song, isn't it?
Even a song like this has that in the background at this time. It just goes to show how sort of pervading it was.
It's not love I'm running from, it's the heartbreak I know will come. That's a great couplet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not actually scared of love, but scared of, let's call it, the inevitable after effects, according to Martha Reeves, at least.
There's some people on the internet are very cross that Martha Reeves sings "There's Nowhere to Run To" because they're like, you can't end a sentence with a proposition. But that's not what she sings. She sings "There's nowhere to run to, baby." Okay, so it doesn't end in a proposition, it ends in a noun, and they should all just calm the fuck down.
I agree. Unless we do that kind of thing, which, to be fair, we do now and again.
We do sometimes, but only when it's called for. "Nowhere to run to, baby" is the line. Martha Reeves competed in Series 14 of Celebrity MasterChef that was won by
I thought you
Olympic...
were going to say Masked Singer, so who's a better and worse chef than her?
Well, she lost.
Did she get harassed by Greg Wallace?
She was beaten by Olympic long jump champion Greg Rutherford.
A travesty. Hey, I saw Martha Reeves only several years ago, I'm going to say, James, at the Hare and Hounds, which is a pub around the corner. So, relatively recently, Martha Reeves and some Vandellas, at least, were...
The Vandellas are very much a squad system by this point.
Yeah, fine.
But, they did Heat Wave, didn't they? They did Dancing in the Street.
Yes.
They're a great, wonderful Motown girl group.
I mean, it's just a groove, this record, isn't it? The chords are kind of repetitive. They go over and over, but the melodies keep coming on. When I look in the mirror to comb my hair, I see your face standing there. Lovely.
Yeah,
what a thrill.
I would stick this on, everyone would get up and dance. It's got that power, this song. It's got that power. And it only got to number 26, Andy.
26.
What were the people in 1965 doing?
I can tell you what's a little bit like you say the older MasterChef thing. I can tell you what was around.
It's at 31 this week.
Oh, yeah.
26 is what it peaked at.
In between Tom Jones and the Kinks, which is a happy place to be, I'm going to say.
Do you think Martha Reeves would have enjoyed that?
It is mentioned on YouTube. Like I feel I know this record just from Motown records, old school James, yeah?
Yeah.
Me very much just go to Chartbusters, hey? But people have learned this record from the film The Warriors, they say, which was set in the 50s, I thought. So, I don't know. Baby Driver, it's in.
Baby Driver, yeah.
John Wick 4.
I have not seen any of the John Wick films.
Have you not?
No.
They are a balletic portrayal of violence.
It's a guy beating people up, isn't it?
Yeah, because someone's killed his dog.
Probably deserve it then, don't they?
They're very good. I don't know the IMDb ratings. As we've mentioned, it's heavily featured in Good Morning Vietnam, of course, where Robin Williams plays a radio DJ. Now, James, you've done some radio DJing. Is there any, let's call it, cross-correlation between you and Robin Williams, would you say? Can you relate to any part of that film as yourself?
I mean, he was a DJ in Vietnam. I was a DJ in Coventry.
Horror, the sheer horror, and I'm not talking about Vietnam, etc.
There you go. That's that joke. I'm going to say a bunch of things that you think are going to refer to Vietnam, and then I'm going to refer to it being Coventry, actually. Ha, ha, ha. These are the secrets of comedy, everyone.
I was watching an old episode of, not old, it's fairly recent, of Have I Got News For You recently?
Yeah.
At the very end, they said, and in our final news, and they do the pictures, but in our final news, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones are doing whatever. I thought, please don't show a picture of two skeletons. And guess what came up?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
These are the building blocks of comedy. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. Actually, it's not Martha Reeves. It's not Martha Reeves until 1967. It's Martha and the Vandellas until that point. Nowhere to Run. Classic. Absolute banger. Had to give it some mentions on the bonus tracks.
Yes, I mean, I've known this record. Pop it on, just to remind you. You know it, of course, I would imagine. But, pop this on. And a bit like me, over the last, let's call it 40 years, you'll have a dance to this record. Down 6 to number 23, it's Little Richard with By the Light of the Silvery Moon. Again, this is a song I felt I knew from my childhood, James. Like when you watch old variety shows on television in the 70s, this song would pop up, not by Little Richard, of course, but this song was around and about, just in the general, let's call it old ether. It's a standard, it's a classic, It's a beauty.
Song first performed in 1909 by Lillian Lorraine of the Ziegfeld Follies.
Okay. Is it that old, is it?
Yeah, recordings include Bing Crosby, Fats Waller, Doris Day, Jackie Wilson, Etta James, Gene Vincent, Ray Charles, and Julie Andrews, among many, many others. Written by vaudevillian Gus Edwards, born Gustav Schmalowski in 1878. And he was played in a movie called The Star Maker in 1939 by Bing Crosby.
Oh, okay.
Lyrics by Edward Madden. Two of the songs I saw in his list of songs he's written. Two Little Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And a song called It Takes the Irish to Beat the Dutch. Not at the 1994 World Cup, it didn't.
I wonder what that's about, that song, It Takes Irish to Beat the Dutch.
I don't know.
I'm going to look it up while you give me some more facts. Go on. I'm right into it.
They were two of the large immigrant groups in New York, weren't they?
Yeah.
Around the turn of the century. There would be the big Irish section, a big Dutch section, a big Italian section.
Now, Little Richard, I like this while I'm looking this quote up. I'm multitasking. He's got a good quote, which I learned on Brainy Quotes when I wasn't giving you the quiz earlier. He said that the key to his success was to look like Tarzan and sing like Jane. The shock value of Little Richard, I'm going to say, in the late 50s.
Richard Wayne Penniman. He's a big personality,
yeah,
isn't he? And it all comes across. He leaves it all up on the record, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he gives it everything.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this sort of standard, this record that you've heard, and you've heard people crooning it and stuff. Little Richard gives it the metaphorical kick up the arse, doesn't he? It's a belter. This is, again, listening to it on the playlist this week. It's just being in the mix, as I say, in the general hubbub of this playlist. What a treat!
Yeah. Even though the song is the song that later gets sort of parodied, because it's all, moon, June, spoon.
Oh, yeah.
All those rhymes that eventually people go, oh, God, I'm sick of songs that just go moon, June, spoon.
Yeah.
This was kind of the one that did it.
That's right. That's good. That's a good shout. That's a good spot. When Little Richard does it, though, it feels a bit like he's taking the mickey out of that mundanity, really, because he's the opposite of mundane. Peaks
at number 17. Get this, 1959, Little Richard never gets as high in the UK charts again.
Really? This is his kind of last... it's not even the top 10, but this is his last record at the heights of the charts. Okay.
Nothing gets as high as this.
Wow. Hence him turning into a Pentecostal preacher, I suppose.
Yes. I mean, we don't know what's going on there with Little Richard, do we? But a lot of theories abound on the internet that he was a gay man, but because of his religious upbringing, he kind of felt the need to pray away the gay.
Yes, he had a rapacious lust for life, I hear, Little Richard. He was like on it. He was a party animal, as they say, a bit wild. I mean, McCartney tells a good story about him. They played with him in Hamburg when a lot of these rock and rollers, they ended up in Germany in the early 60s because of the lack of chart success, let's say. And he's just got some great stories. Obviously, Paul McCartney loves Little Richard, but he's going on about like when he first met him, how delighted he is. But he says he's got like these stories of him giving himself some sort of trying to clean his breath out, head over a steaming bowl, with a towel over his head, and him sort of coming up and looking at himself in the mirror going, you look so beautiful, and all this kind of stuff. And it is that character, that's an archetype in pop, isn't it? Let's call it the person with braggadocio and all that. That's an important part. Little Richard might be one of the first people to be like that, especially... let's say, with such a character.
Yeah, we talked about Rick James recently as well, and he's kind of similar type personality, I'd say.
I mean, he's got a great quote, Little Richard, about the thrills of pop music, and it's essentially something along the lines of what the men don't know yet, the little girls understand. And I often think of this quote in terms of pop music, that it's me and you, essentially, in a shed, grumbling about this, that and the other, and it sort of doesn't matter, does it? Because the kids and the little girls sort of know what it's all about. I think there's a great truth in it. I sometimes say it when I hear other men moaning, and now I've just done it to myself.
The proper music men.
Yeah.
I don't like boy bands. I'm a proper music man. That lot.
Yeah, that lot. This is my knowledge of It Takes the Irish to Beat the Dutch.
Okay.
It's a song written in 1903 by, I believe, I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not reading from Wikipedia. I believe it was Edward Madden and Theodore Moss. Are you looking at it as well?
No, Edward Madden. That was the way in.
Okay.
So I know that.
All right, get the lyrics to this song that we don't know anything about. It says there are several verses, each of them filled with stereotypical Irish bragging. We've just been talking about bragging and Little Richard, about their supposed superiority to Germans, Dutch in the old-fashioned terminology. So actually, they're having a go at the Germans.
So it's the Deutsch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a sample lyric. The Germans are a mighty race improving every year. They lead the world in science, sauerkraut and lager beer, but there's a race surpassing them in this world and next. And on the tomb of Germany, someday you'll read the text. It takes the Irish to beat the Dutch when the Irish can't accomplish. It doesn't amount to much. Race hate, James, in the charts. Race hate, it would never
wasn't
last.
in the charts.
Keir Starmer, get
Stop it. It wasn't in the charts. They wrote that in 1903. Takes the Irish to beat the Deutsch, the Germans. Yeah. It's a shame they didn't join in with World War II a bit quicker then. Could have saved a lot of bother. So on the...
But car manufacturing, I'm going to say the Germans are better than the Irish about that. My apologies to our Irish listeners.
International football. Love of David Hasselhoff. I want to talk about a couple more instances of By the Light of the Silvery Moon.
Please.
I was thinking, where have I heard this song the most? And it's because, much like we've talked about Python and Trevor and Simon, it's in the movie The Producers, when they're drunk in the bar celebrating the play failing. They're singing that, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah.
And also, there is a version sung by the 3Ds, Three Muppets, in the Muppet Vision 3D show at Disney World, which I've seen 3 or 4 times.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I knew something was missing this week. Good show.
Amazing.
Yeah, go on. Any memories of that? I'm
Well,
right
the
into
3D Muppet thing.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. You go into a theatre, there's a big you put your 3D glasses on, there's a big 3D Muppet show, but also they appear in the theatre as well, and it ends with a giant battle. Right. And cannonball holes appear in the wall and things like that. It's great. And there's all kind of effects going on with your chair and stuff. Brilliant. Loads of fun.
We're talking nostalgia, aren't we? And we are in Let's Call It the Poacher, where we go off piste a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember the joke when you're at school? What's green and smells of pork?
Yes.
I was trying to think of other Muppet jokes around this time. That was the one that... It always intrigued me, that joke at school. I was thinking, Kermit hasn't got any fingers. I didn't quite get it.
He's got fingers.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, right then. It don't matter. And then...
Don't tell me Kermit's not got fingers.
I heard this way too young, and it made me think... I think that joke, James, might have introduced me to the very concept of fingering. What do you make of that?
What do you mean, what do I make of that?
It's only just occurred to me.
Yeah, is that when you first heard of it?
I think so, yeah. Might have been. I kind of... So I imagined...
Don't do that mime. Stop miming things.
Imagine Kermit was always Lovelorn, and I was into Miss Piggy, so I think it did give me the notion that I knew he was after Miss Piggy.
He wasn't, though. Miss Piggy was after him.
What?
Miss Piggy was after him.
Okay, go on.
That's the story. I mean, they do get together. They get married in one of the movies.
Do they?
Yeah.
So I suppose he might have fingered
which they do, which is to a song.
Yeah.
And the priest sings, "And because you share a love so big, I now pronounce you frog and pig."
What record are we meant to be talking about?
By the Light of the Silvery Moon.
We've gone here, haven't we?
This is where we are. Deal with it.
Down 36 to number 81 this week. Solo with Where Do You Want Me to Put It?
What is the comment I've written there on my notes?
Honestly.
I've just written honestly.
I put this on, James.
Because it's funny?
I was hoping when I clicked on it, so where do you want me to put it? I thought, I hope that's dirty. And then, gloriously, when I clicked on it, it is dirty.
It is. Is it dirty or is it just sexy?
Well, we're going to get into it, aren't we? Whether Solo is blameless in this. I was delighted with this find this week. I have to say, I put it on let's call it a bit of schoolboy titillation. I've ended up grooving to it around Sainsbury's in my earpods.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? It's fine.
I really like it.
It's well, it's called Where Do You Want Me to Put It? And in my head, I'm picturing removal men. They've got a box, and they're like, "Where do you want me to put it?" And you go, "Oh, spare room, please."
Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
pretty good, isn't it? They've got a little Sam Cooke rendition of Cha-Cha-Cha at the beginning, which isn't on the record, but there they are, solo, as a group, not being solo, all singing a beautiful a cappella version of some 50s type song. I was annoyed it wasn't on the record, because that's the first thing I watched, to be honest with you. I thought, just leave that in, because it's great.
The cover version of that is on their album.
Okay.
They do covers of Another Saturday Night, A Change Is Gonna Come, Cupid, Everyone Loves to Cha-Cha-Cha, What a Wonderful World, and Under the Boardwalk.
So in many ways, they're a Sam Cooke tribute act solo.
Yeah.
They're all on their album. The first one.
Can we get into the fact that there's 4 of them and they're called solo?
For sure, that's another thing.
I started to think, is this going to be like an ABBA situation where it's like their names begin with S-O-L-O and that's why they're called that? And in which case, why aren't they called Oslo?
What are the names? Maybe we can come up with an own acronym. I'm going to look them up while you're talking more stuff, James.
But this is produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis,
who produced Human by Human League, which we only talked about last week.
Except that will be in the future because these are going out in a different order. And a load of other songs. So it's got that pedigree to it. I mean, once you get over how funny it is that it's called Where Do You Want Me to Put It? Because what else could it be about, Andy? What else could it be?
As you say, I was thinking, please be a bit dirty, solo. They do it, don't they? Time to get off with the first words. Let's get it on. I mean, it's got
time to get off. Let's get off with each other.
It's got
We're going to have it off.
We're going to get up some rumpy pumpy. It sounds like Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye, of course, doesn't it? It's got that vibe to it. Then it's on different members of it. Any point saying, anytime you're in the mood to groove, give me a call, just say the word, I'll be right there. Babe, I'm going to fill you up with tender love and care, just in case you're not sure what they're going to fill you up with. It's all to make you feel good, to carry you to ecstasy. If you give me directions, communicate to me, then beautifully, where do you want me to put it?
It's like something Theophilus P. Wildebeest would sing.
I was so pleased with it when I heard it. I can't express it enough. I mean, it's a great question, isn't it? Where do you want me to put it?
Do you think Right Here by SWV was a response song to this?
All right, then let's do it. I've had a little look while we're talking about solo being dirty, dirty boys. So their names are Roberts, Darnell, Unique, beginning with an E, and Dan. So you've got R-E-D-D, Red.
Yeah, or Dread.
Oh, that's a good point.
Dirt.
If someone came up to me saying, where do you want me to put it? I would dread it a little bit.
At least they're asking.
They are asking.
They are asking. And the answer could be, other side of the room, mate. Or in someone else.
Yeah, or back in your trousers. Yeah, I mean, I am heartily recommend. If you're listening to this, which you obviously are, I was always wouldn't hear it. Click on, watch the video, get into this song. It's a belter, I think, James. It's been one of the joys of doing this podcast. Here we are, thinking, what will this be? And here I am, been singing it, sung it to people this week in their face.
You've got to be very careful who you sing it to.
It might be my, sometimes we've talked about it. For instance, You Got the Power by Snap, right? That's now whenever I turn some electric on or I buy extra stuff on my meter. Thanks for Patreon, etc. But I think where do you want me to put it now might just be my pop lexicon now. It doesn't always have to be in a dirty way. It could be like where you pop that box.
Yeah, could be anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what's one of the highlights of the last 7 days for me was putting the video for this on.
Yeah, it's sexy video too.
Watching it with my wife. Yeah. And she's going, who's this? What's this? I'm going, just wait for the chorus. Just wait for the chorus.
And did she like it?
She was like, what?
Yeah.
But, yeah, if the person didn't know the song and you were in a romantic situation and you're like, I'm going to put some lights down low, I'm going to put this song on, and you put this song on, and if they heard the chorus, there's a very good chance they'd be out of there. Wouldn't they?
Yeah. Thank you, Solo, for that beautiful. Sometimes I've got a Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop playlist, James, of my own. I just put little highlights on over the time we've done them. This is going on it, I'll tell you. It's a treat.
Yep. Look out, everyone. Not even a double entendre. It's
very much a single entendre, isn't it? That's what I was hoping for a little bit. Do you want me to put it up high or low or something like a little bit of thing? But it's just saying,
Or they're singing about something else, but it's in code. It's not.
You kind of imagine, let's call it the recipient of the protagonist of this song, saying, "Not in my ear, mate." Just keep it away in general. However, again, thanks Solo, brilliant. Those are 5 record jams.
An eclectic mix, it's fair to say.
We hope you have enjoyed us popping them in your stocking.
Okay. If that has whet your appetite and you want more, you can become a subscriber by going to patreon.com/Shooby Podcast. The Patreon episode costs less than it's about 80p a week, it works out at. And you get all that fantastic bonus content.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm enjoying it. What can we say except have a very merry Shooby Dooby Doo up?
Bop bop shoo up.